big cuts of meat on the grill. It's not something we do very often, but if you're having lots of people over, it's a great way to entertain. And think about it. You just take one piece of meat, put it on the grill. When it's done, you carve it up and you serve all your friends, instead of sort of chasing lots of things around the grill. I'm going to show you how to get a prime rib or a standing rib roast from this to this. And a turkey, a whole turkey on the grill, outdoors, not inside in your oven. We're gonna put this turkey right on the grill. We're gonna slow cook it, and it's gonna be fantastic. All right, let's start with the prime rib or the standing rib roast. What I'm gonna do first is actually season this up. We're just gonna take a little bit of oil, just so that it actually holds on to some of the seasonings that we're gonna put on top of it. We're gonna take a whole bunch of salt and pepper. And remember, this is a very, very dense piece of meat, so you can't season this enough. Lots of black pepper and a whole bunch of salt. And then, you know, you kind of mix it up. You know, I have some dried herbs here and some spices. We have some herbes de Provence, basically some thyme, some basil, and a little bit of sage, dried herbs. And what I like to do is actually take a knife and make some slits right into the fat, and actually take some cloves of garlic and just put the cloves of garlic right in the slit. Okay, let's go to the grill. So I have some charcoal on the bottom of the grill, and then I put one piece of hickory wood in there just to give it some flavor. So what I'm going to do is actually put this on the bone side down, okay, right in the grill. Now you can hear that sizzle. If I left this on the grill like that, on this direct heat, it's actually going to overcook on the outside. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move the meat to a side where it's indirect heat. So the heat and the flavor is going to sort of permeate from this side. We're gonna close the grill. It's at about 300 degrees, something along those lines. All right, let's go over to the turkey. The first thing you wanna do is you actually wanna create a brine, because when you're cooking with outdoor heat, you know, the heat can actually dry out the turkey. You wanna create a brine that has some flavor in it. So some water, some salt, some sugar, some dried spices, some fresh herbs, things like thyme, some parsley, some fresh garlic would work really well. And you wanna brine it at least overnight, you know, even up to a couple of days in your refrigerator. You wanna go over to the green ceramic grill here. We're gonna put this right on top of the grates. Close the grill. So this is about a 12 or 13 pound turkey. It's about 350 degrees, something along those lines. This one will probably take somewhere between 2 hours and 15 minutes and 2.5 hours. You wanna check it, but most importantly, use a meat thermometer and go right into the thigh, okay? Make sure it says about 175. And remember, you wanna take it out and let it rest for about an hour after that, and then you have a delicious turkey that you cooked outside. So easy, the outdoor oven. Remember, for a big celebratory party with lots of people, think big cuts of meat outdoors. I could eat this whole thing. And this is why I'm addicted to barbecue.